Hello YouTube, Behezaël17 here, but you can just call me Travis, and welcome back for another collection update. Don't have anything to add, so let's just jump into the music. In the background, we are listening to Perverted Ceremony, Sabbat, Behezaël. Awesome album from last year. You probably know it, but if you don't, just awesome, bestial, black metal killers. It'll be in the background, check it out. And actually, I'll leave it right here so you can see the awesome album art, whole video. Yeah, you can see it. Most of it anyway. Alright, number of things, so let's just start. Quick patch update. Had to saw this and I wanted to pick it up because of that. Yes, I have to have that. And that's a patch of the Integrity Skull. An awesome band logo. One of my favorites, probably second right now to the Leviathan Moon. But yeah, killer stuff. Gave me a sticker too. All right, yeah, let's start here. Did a little binder in order. Sir Meatwad has been influencing me way too much, and had me finally. Finally decided to check out the band Grift. They're amongst a number of bands, among like Stilla and Nachachwin and. I don't know, a few others that are kind of just among that kind of like group of bands. Like I'm just sort of like, pacing myself. But he finally got me to check out the one from last year, and loved it, Arvet. So I picked it up, came in this awesome A5 package, which I always like A5s. If you're not familiar with this band, they're from Sweden. This particular release through Nordvis Productions. Yeah, I would put him amongst that group, kind of that post-black metal stuff. I really get a strong Aglock influence on this band. But, playing that black metal, post-black metal stuff with the folk accompaniments, like it a lot. Comes with this awesome booklet with a bunch of art, lyrics, and little musings from the guy. One-man project. Eric something, don't know it yet. But yeah, awesome stuff. Need to immediately, I almost did buy the rest of the material that at least Binder had when I made my order, but I had to kind of control myself. But soon enough, if I can grab the page here, I'll flip it. Well, that one wasn't really stuck. Yeah, great stuff if you're into any of those bands, Falls of Rauros, Nephrins, Woman is the Earth, any of those bands. Definitely give these guys a shot if you haven't. It took me long enough, and that is regrettable on my part. But awesome stuff. Now I just need to backtrack the list to the rest. So yeah, looks like that. And then here's the back. So yeah, awesome stuff. Grift, Arvet. And then also at the same time, I decided to complete the Falls of Rauros full-length albums, picking up Hewn and Hewn Oak. This is their debut album. Out in 2008 is when it originally came out. This is I think 2016 reissue through Bindrune Nordvis. Yeah, actually, I think I'd only listened to this maybe once, a super long time ago, and I sort of just remember thinking, okay. Kind of like how I felt like The Light That Dwells in Rotted Wood. But yeah, I listened to it for the first time in years, and I love this album. I think actually I would place it third in their discography right now, because I think I would go Vigilance Perennial, and then The Light That Dwells in Rotted Wood, and then this one, and then Believe No Coming Shore. Sorry to Brain Smasher, because I'm pretty sure that's his favorite. I still like that one. Just for whatever reason, that one doesn't quite grab me as much as the rest of them. But awesome stuff. If you're into Falls of Rauros and you haven't listened to this one, definitely check it out. I like it a lot. I get the strongest, it's kind of funny, the strongest Aglock vibe out of all their albums on this one, which is not surprising as it's their first. I kind of wish that the cover art was the original. I kind of like the original album art better, but whatever. That's a minor gripe and not related to the music at all inside of the digipack if I didn't show that. But yeah, cool bind release. Happy to complete the Falls of Rauros discography, at least in terms of full length. They might have. I'm not even really sure what else they have, but I'm sure they have some stuff. But cool. Happy to be done with them for now. Let's jump into a couple of cassettes for a minute. Oh, and I want to grab... Where's that at? Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay, this first one up. This is Cavernlight. This is a doom band out of Wisconsin, the United States. I first heard this band, I don't know, 6 months ago at least, while watching an episode of Trash Talk Tuesdays, which I'm not sure if I've ever talked about on this channel. I don't think I probably have. But you guys should check it out. It's a YouTuber, Trashcan, every Tuesdays at 4:30 Pacific. Kind of just has like a little, I don't know, a show. Has interviews, talks with YouTubers, chit chats, whatever. Just kind of like an amalgam of stuff. And anyway, one of the things he sometimes does is he needle drops, and needle dropped this album, and I was like, oh wow, this is really good. Put it on the Bandcamp wish list forever, and I was kind of waiting for a CD to come out, but nothing happened. So finally decided to pull the trigger. Great stuff comes on this white tape. Oh, the name of the album is As We Cup Our Hands and Drink from the Stream of Our Ache. But yeah, cool, really cool doom metal. Definitely has some death in there, and I would even say a little bit of a black metal tinge to it as well. Definitely the first song in particular gives me a super strong Forgotten Tomb Time, which is awesome. This is put out through Gilead Media, which actually I think I want to say someone in this band is the guy who does Gilead Media. Not sure, but I think that's true. Here's the one side of the J card. On the other side we got lyrics. But yeah, just like this album just does a really good job of just creating like a really like harrowing despair mood. Awesome stuff. The vocals are pretty. I kind of go back and forth. I feel like I want to say that I wish this band didn't have vocals at all. Not because I don't like them, but just because I feel like sometimes they kind of distract me from the awesome music parts. But I don't know. That might not be true. I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit. On the last song, also, there's some clean female vocals, which is kind of a cool contrast amongst the two styles. But yeah, if you're into really cool, doom stuff, definitely give these guys a listen. I'm not super strong on doom metal, but I really like this one. This one's good. So yeah, Cavernlight. As we cup our hands and drink from the stream of our ache. And since I already bought it on Bandcamp, it came with a download code, so I don't need it. So whoever is the first one to use this can have it. Okay, a couple more tapes. Speak of the Devil Summoners, finally got around to picking up this Perverted Ceremony Sabbat Behezaël promo. These out through Darkness Attacks. It comes in this cool, just like blank white with the logo tape, which was cool. This is just an intro and two songs. The two songs being Blackbird Demoniac and then Full Moon Sacrament, both the songs which ended up being on the full-length Sabbat Behezaël album. And then it has an intro it's a standalone intro. Here's the J card. This says play at maximum volume and then 3 exclamation points. Good ceremony. There's our two guys buried in the cemetery in Morbid Messiah, and then our 2 songs. And then here's our blank J card on the other side. The songs, as far as I can tell, the songs are exactly the same, just as these are different recordings. They sound a little more compressed. Compressed is probably a bad term to use because that's like actually something that happens to sound. But I'm going to use it anyway. This sounds a little more compressed. But anyway, kind of just bought this anyway to be kind of a discography completist, which I now am for Perverted Ceremony. Also from Darkness Attacks Records, I don't know, Darkness Stacks. Anyway, finally got around to picking up this Moenen of Xezbeth, Dawn of Morbid Sorcery, demo tape. I don't know if it's for sure or not, but I believe it's the same guys who are in Perverted Ceremony. Comes on this black tape. This is, what, 5 songs in an intro? It doesn't really sound like Perverted Ceremony, really, other than it's black metal. This is definitely a lot more slow and doomy, very plotty. The vocals are a little more overall black metal-y, I guess. Black J-car on the backside. Yeah, cool stuff. I'm excited to hear what these guys have coming up. I think like March, April, they have a 7-inch coming out. So I'll have to grab that and not wait around. But yeah, because this is really cool stuff. I don't know if I'm forcing them into competition. I would think I would say I like Perverted Ceremony better, but this is a good band too. And I think if you're into black metal and cool kind of doomy style stuff, this is definitely something worthwhile to check out. So yeah, both of these I checked earlier today. Still available on Darkness Attacks. I'll leave a link down below. Also available, I think they had both the Perverted Ceremony Demo 1 tape and also the full-length Sabbat Behezaël tape. So if you don't have any of those, hit up Darkness Attacks and buy them up. Alright, change of gears, back to CDs. Excited to pick this one up. This is Loose Screws from Extortion. If you're not familiar with Extortion, they are a power violence band from Australia. Love all of their album art. It's always awesome album art. It's got to be the same. I'm sure it's the same guy. All of them, great stuff. Actually, it opens up, so it's this guy's got a long way to go. Other side, it's just got lyrics. But yeah, cool. Just blasting, power violence, awesome stuff. Kind of hard to come by on CD. So when this popped up on Discogs, I immediately bought it, and actually it was a really good price actually, so that was kind of cool to boot. I think it's listed as an EP, but it's like 19 minutes, and so that makes sense. But just like terror. Actually, the last song's like 3 minutes. And that one's kind of a little more I don't know, not as power violency, but the rest of them are just blazing, just all the way crazy power violence stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Awesome stuff. I want to pick up more of their stuff, just waiting for CDs to become available. But yeah, Extortion, Loose Screws, awesome power balance from Australia. And I haven't listened to this yet. The guy who I bought that from just threw that in, so maybe you can tell me about it if you've heard of it. This is Teen Cthulhu, and the album is called Ride the Blade. I think I looked this up, and this might be like metalcore, deathcore, or death metal. I'm not really sure actually now that I'm thinking about it. Did I look it up? I don't know. Have you heard this? If you have, let me know what it sounds like, and if you like it. Otherwise, I'll just listen to it eventually. Alright. And then last but not least, yeah. This is Revival from Eminem. Obviously, you're probably aware that Eminem is a rapper. This is an album. This album came out, I think, December 16th. I want to say it was. And I'm an Eminem. I would say I'm an Eminem fan. And I was a little worried about checking this one out. His last one, the Marshall Mathers LP2, was disappointing, I'll say, for me. And so I was a little worried. Is he going to trend that way? And so I kind of, I just, didn't check it out. And then, I was kind of just hearing, mostly kind of just mumblings of like negative, but I kind of didn't really pay too much attention to that because, people like hate stuff. But then the review for Dead End Hip Hop popped up, and man, they just like slaughterhoused this album. And, for whatever, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it made me want to check it out. So I hopped over quickly on Amazon, and it was going to be available so that I would get the digital tracks from Amazon. I ordered it right then, so I jumped at it and I listened to it. And, I gotta say, while it's definitely not my favorite Eminem album, I definitely don't understand quite all the hate that it's generally getting. I think it sort of follows along the same lines as the last few. Just kind of, if you want to some backtrack, some history on my relationship with Eminem, I would say that Recovery, which was 2 albums ago, is my favorite by far of his. And then I would also say that I like the first 2, Slim Shady LP and Marshall Mathers LP. Those ones are also really great. Those are probably my top 3. And then I like the Eminem Show, although I liked it a lot more when it first came out. Encore and Relapse, not really into those ones so much. And then obviously next one that came out was Recovery. And then Marshall Mathers LP2, also, you know, not really into that one, although I do like it more than Encore and Relapse. I would say this album is, if I had to place it, I think it goes right above Marshall Mathers LP2, very, very small margin. You know, Marshall Mathers LP had a couple of really peak tracks, specifically Rap God and Evil Twin. But this one, you know, for the most part, I like, you know, like, I wish it was like a 5 or 6 song EP. That would be, you know, that would have been beneficial for me. Because generally, I would say this album is overlong. He needs to stop working with Rick Rubin. I'm not into those, like, sampling of, like, rock guitar backbeats. I'm not into, yeah, I'm not into that stuff. But yeah, generally, I think the production's pretty cool. You know, I got some stuff from Mr. Porter and Just Blaze, Alex the Kid. Although I feel like people are hip to Alex the Kid, or they don't like him. Whatever, I like him. But yeah, you know, I like the tracks. Believe, Chloroseptic, Like Home. Those are probably my, or not Like Home, Bad Husband. Those are probably my top 3. But I also like the songs Like Home, Tragic Endings, and what's that one? Framed. Framed actually is probably my 3rd, actually. Yeah, if it was an EP with just like those 5 or 6 songs, I think I would have liked this one a lot more. I think it sounded like originally this was gonna be his last one, but since everyone hated it, sounds like he's maybe gonna do another album. Maybe that was always the plan. I don't know, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to say about this one. You know, I'm not one to really pay attention to the lyrics as much as everyone else, you know, outside of, you know, just what I naturally pick up from listening to it. But, you know, like his assonance and consonance and alliteration and all that stuff that he's always been awesome at, you know, I still hear that. You know, I hear those sounds, so, I don't know. Take my opinion with a grain of salt, though, because the opinions that I trust, you know, that I don't think are being hyperbolic, you know, don't think this album's bad. So, you know, we all have different opinions, and mine's just that this is okay, but not terrible. Eminem, Revival. Alright, that is it for this week. I feel like I wanted to say something else, but I cannot think of what it is. Oh yeah, I'm thinking Monday, a week from now. Okay, so okay, so I have a collection. Wow, I have a contest going on that you can see in my top 30 10-to-1 video. That is going to end a week from today, Monday. So tomorrow will be Monday, a week from that day. That's when I'm going to reveal the winner. So if you have not entered yet, please do. All you have to do is just tell me what your favorite solo of 2017 was, outside of the ones that I chose. So, which is only 13 of them, so that's not that many. So, yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you're familiar with any of these releases, let me know what you think of them. And, yeah, otherwise, have a good day.